lives on the line for young guns coming up during these times. For police that find drugs letting niggas slide.
For niggas out slinging like 4 in the night.
For your man's not snitching when the pressure is tight.
For pistols that don't jam when it's time to strike.
For bootleg liquor on a Sunday night.
This be the realest shit you heard in your life.
Yo, when the gas reveal, your cats get peeled, and that's the deal. Fucking bitch ass, switch ass niggas that act the real. When the slugs burst, G-Rap be aiming at your head first. Niggas is bloodthirst, we'll see who get plugged worse. We dug earth to places, put the nickel plate to your facial. Bullets and racial kid, they only hate you. My honor seem like it's a time machine, BC, they do. Jacking you more than Ripper, my physical organs, the human organism. Hearing organs if you're leaving office, if you let these fours hit you with a long split you. I fall bitcher to bump heads with those that don't blast. Hack up a shot, you're not leaving one dead. G-Rap advocate prodigy. Let's put these bitch niggas with body be done. Yo, if it gotta be, it gotta be, gotta be, gotta be, gotta be, gotta be. Middle East for street niggas living with their lives on the line.
For young guns coming up during these times.
For police that find drugs letting niggas slide.
For niggas out slinging like 4 in the night.
For your man's not snitching when the pressure is tight.
For pistols that don't jam when it's time to strike.
For bootleg liquor on a Sunday night.
This be the realest shit you...
Yeah.
What?
So being in the game for so long, what's some of the biggest changes that you've experienced and what's some of the biggest adjustments that you've made?
Staying relevant to new generations, you know what I'm saying? Like keeping people of current generations still want to put an ear to G-Rap, you know what I'm saying? Want to hear what he got to say. That's always a challenge, you know what I'm saying? I came out 88, baby, you know what I mean? So
2 years
for a
after I was
nigga
born.
to still have niggas' ears for all that time, you know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a statement.
Yo, Boston, what's good, baby? Let's do this shit, man. Yeah.
What it do,
Not number 4, not number 3, not number 2, but the first nigga that read about it. Who that first nigga that spit about it? What's that nigga name? Who's nigga that read about it? Who that first nigga that spit about it?
What's that nigga name? Forget
Who
about
the
it.
real time of that thug shit? Pop slug shit, got plug shit, spit about street murder and drug shit. Brought to the facts, 20 tracks of how they
Yeah, I guess when you look up your name, you know, one of the first things that come up is like, you know, founding fathers of gangster rap, mafioso rap. So like, you know, it's had its waves like throughout the years since, you know, you got started. So, you know, what do you think the future of gangster rap is?
I spit a lot of gangster shit, but no, I like to refer to it more as just reality rap. You know what I'm saying? And if you ask me, how long is that gonna stay around? That's always gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you say gangster rap, like the early '90s trend of gangster rap, you know what I'm saying? Just being violent for nothing, shit like that, all the time on every record. I think that plays out, but reality rap stays in. You know what I mean?
Y'all gonna feel me on this one right here, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what that is, right? Y'all know what that is. Say make money, money, make money, money, money. Let me hear you say take money, money, take money, money, money. Let me hear you say can't get enough of that gangster shit. Let me hear you say can't get enough of that gangster shit. When I was 5 years old, I realized there was a road at the end. I would win lots of plots of gold. Never took a break, never made a mistake. Took time to create, cause there's money to make. To be a billionaire, to hard work for years. The nights I shed tears while I'm saying my prayers. Been through hard times, even work part-time. In a keep room store, sweeping floors for dimes. I was sort of a porter, taking the next man's orders. Breaking my back with a jack for headquarters. All my manpower, $4 an hour. I took my time and wrote rhymes in the shower. Shoes are scuffed, cause the road get rough. But I'm a rocket, cause my pockets ain't stuffed enough. All the freaks wouldn't speak, cause my checks were weak. They would turn the other cheeks, so I started to see. I'm ready to get a play, and maybe one day I'll be performing up a storm for a decent pay. No matter how it seems, I always catch the dream. Oh, girlie scream, and come on. Dreamed about it for 5 years straight. Finally, I got a break to cut my first plate. The road ain't yellow, and it ain't no riches. My name is Kool G Rap, I'm on a road to the riches. Say can't get enough of that gangster shit. Niggas say can't get enough of that gangsta shit.
I'm sure that there are a lot of artists out there that have been doing your rap style and doing things like that. How do you feel about that?
It's an honor. You know what I mean? Like, if I can influence and encourage other cats to do, you know, like follow the same footprints or my trail, you know what I mean? Because I mean, there's been some real heavyweights, you know what I'm saying, that kind of credit a nigga for that. You know what I mean? Like, you got the Big Puns, the Jay-Z's, the Eminems, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, they tell it better than I tell it.
And you know what's funny about that is, me and Dante was talking about this earlier, and I was like, man, I want to interview him, I want to ask him that question, but I don't want to mention any artists. And you just mentioned both the artists I was going to mention, which is Big
Because it's already
and
out there, you know what I mean? It's already been publicized, you know what I mean? I ain't saying nothing new niggas don't know.
Y'all alright? That's what it is, man. What's that? 4, 5, 6. You mean like some off that album like this?
Don't you know that G Rap straight thuggin'? And you know you can't stop the shine.
Yeah, wave side to side like this. Wave side to side like this. Say real hip hop. Hip hop. Say real hip hop. Yeah. And once again it's Big T running another racket. Women Pele jacket, best look jacket, so well up in the millionaire bracket. Possible bosses are always horses in the fortress. Corridors with Olympic torches and Mona Lisa portraits. Jacuzzis and saunas and eating steak and Benny Hannes. Bentley limousine, front yard streaming full of piranhas. Upset, a private jet, I drink a lot of beck. Get a lot of check, condo and duplex. Dominant sense and Rolex. The leather recliner, the wall unit with silver china. Sipping on marijuana. You see what's on the diamond bar. The hounds, heroin, I'm throwing. I had the grain of terrorin. Handle business in each and every heroin. In the city, I'm rolling like Quick Nitty. I'm rich and pretty. Pack up kitties, I got Cromie and Gritty. A nigga that's funky, yeah, like to keep his pockets chunky. Making most of my money from all the dope fiends and junkies. I learned from the best, the ones that's living and the ones that's put the rest. So I bless my chest with a vest, a pack and Smith and West. And then I'm off to get the snaps, not the scraps. The game is real Mac, the name is Kool G Rap.
Your thoughts and your feelings on the present state of lyricism.
Lyricism is always going to be there. I mean, you know, like they could try to dumb it down and all that shit as much as they want, but it's always going to be a crazy bass for people that want to hear lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like mainstream radios, that's pretty much controlled right now. You know what I'm saying? Just like TV back in the days, it was multiples of corporations that pretty much owned TV, newspapers and shit like that. And then they got consolidated and into just like a few companies, corporations. Same thing happened with radio, you know what I'm saying? Like Radio 1 and Clear Channel own all the radio going across the map. You know what I'm saying? So when it's like that, they can control what's being played. You know, these ain't the days like DJs to just jump on a record and start spinning it because they love it. Or because they see people reacting to it in the streets. And right now you got playlists and shit like that that DJs gotta go by, or otherwise they lose their fucking job.
What you got from the mango? Money. Shout out to my boy Nas. Champagne wishes and caviar dreams. The penis getting cream. Who sells up his scales for triple B? I gleam, living out like a rally. Packing 50 cali, rocking Lizard Valley. Probably do a drug deal in a dark alley. Up in casinos, just me and my Dino Primo. Pushing Beamos in Pole and Reno, which is Latino. Nas, he runs the whole staff. He count mad for Steve Bass. Seen after Millie Jackson out there on the Queen's ad. 3 major players getting papers by the layers. To those that betray us on the block and rock like I'm a day. Fingers get used to shoot targets. Soon as the dark hit, run on the drug market. Bodies be rolled up in the garbage. Those the cheaters try to beat us. We got hookers with heaters. Straight poppin', but we're trusting your chops and the beaters. The leaders looking straight to me and a Giorgio Armani's. He wanna harm me and now he got to go get through a whole army. The CeeLo rollers, money folders, sugar bowler, hole in that piola. Slinging the coke without the cola. Me and Black don't take that's where we might sling one. Ain't no shame in our game, we do our thing, son. Living the fast life, a fast car. Everywhere we go, people know who we are. A team from out of Queens with the American dream. So we plotting up a scheme to get the second figure Everywhere we go, people know who we are. A team from out of Queens with the American dream. So we plotting up a scheme to get the 7-figure cream, I mean.
You said you came out in 88. I was born in 86. I was 2 years old. It's 2014 now. For anybody out there that's younger than me, what do you have to say to them? And what's one thing you can say to them to drag them into your circle?
To drag them into my circle, to stay true to yourself, baby. Be real. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, no matter how the game switch up and change, always want to be the best at this shit. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you could put out the record that sound like all the other records that's popping and playing on radio right now, but you become a trend. You know what I'm saying? The trends die. You know what I mean? But when you stay true to yourself and you push yourself beyond the point beyond the point you can push yourself. You know what I mean? That's what gives you that legend status.
And in music, there's different ways to measure success. You know, you can go platinum. You know, you can win awards and stuff like that. But there's some people who haven't touched those feats and still considered legends and stuff. So what are your thoughts and feelings on how success is measured in hip hop? You know,
it depends on the individual. You know what I'm saying? If you measure success as far as gold and platinum, you know what I'm saying? Not saying ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a good trophy to have. You know what I'm saying? But if you limit your success to that, then if you don't hit that, then you're gonna be unsuccessful. You know what I'm saying? But if you measure success by how many people you encourage or influence or inspire and shit like that, and about leaving a mark in history, then once you do that, you accomplish everything you set out to do.
Half-naked bitches dancing the tunes. Marble floor to the terrace, nigga glance the moon. Play the jacuzzi till your hands get grown. Rough tight, bright as the white lands of Cancun. Skylights up in the ceilings for the plants to bloom. Nigga, we crop grams and dunes. Cuban cigar brand the grandest fumes. Prison niggas that ran balloons. Shut down shop from Jan to June. Still cop land in the booms. Fuck women in tanning rooms. Every left fingernail on the hand groom. So built too. Down to the mink pelts. Gator belts and silk suit. If I can't stack a nigga casket built loose. Work to the cats that died on the street and still do. So when it dawn me, and the calm keeping the calm breeze. Bomb G under the armpiece. Living in harmony. Coke farm pharmacy. Bulletproof armory. School of the hard knock armory. Washing the jackpot like laundry. Fuck it down in the year. Harmony. Honestly, all of my life. Yeah. Who? Yeah. No doubt. Dug it out. It don't stop, yo. I'm keeping it cool, Boston. We love y'all, you heard? Yeah. Boston.
Yes,